Alright guys, today we're going to be reacting the shocking reality of German beer. The shocking reality of German beer. Well, some of you folks have said that you have very strong restriction when it comes down to making beer in Germany. And that's why the quality seems to be good. Right? I haven't tasted German beer. I only taste, American German beer, which is different. Of course, we make things kind of different over here, kind of crazy too. But we're gonna react to this. Let's see what's going on. Make sure you like to subscribe. Also, be part of the family, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, folks. Make sure you subscribe. Meantime, guys, let's just jump in and see what's going on.
In Germany for much of the year, one of the first things they always want to talk about is German beer. Oh, I hear those Germans have great beer. Oh, I hear the Germans love to drink beer. Is it true that Germans drink beer at breakfast? I do have to say I'm a little bit buzzed. In this video, I'm going to take a deep dive into the world famous German beer.
Ooh, whoa.
Why is it so famous, and is it actually as good as people say it is?
Substantially better. A lot better.
And I'm going to be doing my own German beer taste test with a bunch of different types of beers to find out which one I think is the best tasting type.
You gotta be able to open a German beer with another German beer. Let's see if I still got these skills.
So buckle up and let's do some research on German beer. Stick around because through doing my extensive taste tests, I found out my new favorite German beer. First step, get beer.
It's about noon on a Tuesday, so I'm gonna go purchase about 10 different German beers. Here we go.
Now, despite what people may think, Germany is actually not the world's largest consumer of beer per capita. That goes to the Czech Republic, kind of by a lot. Germany actually usually comes in about fourth behind the Czech.
Really? Who's the next? Austria? Well, Austria, Germany, we have some connection there. Of course. Then Poland, Romania, Estonia. Huh, interesting. The United States, 72. Okay.
Czech Republic, Austria, and Romania. But it's funny because in the States, I never hear people talk about Czech beer or Austrian beer or Romanian beer, but people always talk about German beer. And I think there's a reason for that, which we will get into soon.
Whew, it is freezing in Schwäbisch Hall right now. So I am driving up to Kaufland to get as many German beers as possible. It's like probably the closest thing that Germany has to Costco, and I think they're gonna have the largest selection.
Not good because of copyright.
There's around 5,000 different types of German beers produced from 1,500 different breweries. And around half of those come from the southern Germany state, Bavaria, a great state, I might add. And German beer goes way back. It is not a new thing. German monasteries have been brewing beer for about 1,000 years. 1,000 years of German beers. I am a poet in this video. And I do think this diversity of different types of beers is one of the reasons that helps give German beer this global fame and recognition. But it's not the only reason. During the process of making this video, I actually learned something very interesting about German beer that shocked me, which we'll talk about soon.
I'm sorry, folks. I have to move it a little bit forward because, it's just the music. Okay, we have some beer here. Miller. I thought that was Wisconsin.
How an American beer holds up in my taste test. Well, I gotta get this. This is an American beer. I gotta see how an American beer holds
I was about to say Miller's very well known here in Wisconsin, so that's interesting.
up in my taste test. Miller.
The music
how much
is
you think
fire,
all
but
these
I have
beers
to move it. I have to skip.
11 euros.
You go to Hobbit or something?
Is it 11?
That was like 14. It's pretty cheap.
It's very cheap.
German beer brands and the most popular beer types. If we look here on the right, on the types column, it shows the most popular is Pils. The second most popular is a beer mixed drink, like this Radler here, a mix of beer and lemonade. Third most popular is a Hefeweizen, one of my favorites. In fourth, a Helles. And to round out the top five, a Schwarzbier, or black beer. But probably even more important than the diversity of beers is this little thing called the Reinheitsgebot, which is the German beer purity law. Yes, you heard that right.
Germany has a beer purity law. We'll talk about it in a moment.
That's what I'm talking about. I think that's the mother of what is German beer, basically.
First, I'd like to enjoy a beer on the couch.
Let's go.
What better way to enjoy a nice German beer than to sit on the couch, relax, and watch some of my favorite movies and TV shows on some of my favorite platforms. But the problem is, many of my favorite streaming platforms are geo-blocked here. However, fear not, because I have CyberGhost VPN. CyberGhost is a world-leading VPN with over 9,000 servers in 90 different countries. It's used by over 38 million people worldwide, and it's the #1 most recommended VPN.
Again, guys, you can skip the video. I'm just allowing to play because we're just using his content, so I think it's fair.
On Trustpilot. And it gives you a lot of benefits, such as some of my favorite platforms like Paramount Plus and HBO are geo-blocked here in Germany, so I use CyberGhost and turn my IP address back to the States, and then I can watch freely. And for my German viewers, you can actually watch Formula One again for free by switching your IP address to Austria and watching for free on the ORF channel. Not only that, but CyberGhost protects your data and keeps you anonymous online. This is especially important in this day and age where everyone wants your data. And you can share it with friends and family if you want. One account can be used on up to 7 different devices, and it works on every major platform. They also have a strict no logs policy, which means CyberGhost doesn't even know what you're doing online. Now guys, if you use the link in the description of this video to check out CyberGhost, you get a great deal. 83% off, paying just over €2 a month, plus you'll get 4 months free. Plus, there's a 45-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free. It's a great product for you, and it also helps support me and this YouTube channel if you check it out using the link below. So check out CyberGhost. All right, back to the beer.
Now, I know we still have to talk about this, but I've got a lot of beers to drink in this video, so let me quickly do my first head-to-head taste test before we get into it.
A Pilsner from Hamburg versus a Helles from Munich.
Okay.
Okay, not great. Reminds me sort of the type of beer that I would drink in college, sort of like a Coors Light or so. It doesn't really stand out to me. Substantially better, a lot better, way richer taste here on this one. It absolutely picked this Munich Helles over this Hamburg Pils, 100%.
All right, finally, let's talk about the German beer purity law.
This was introduced over 500 years ago in the year 1516 in Bavaria. The law stipulates that only water, barley, and hops could be used for beer production. Now, they say one of the reasons for this purity law being introduced was to kind of eliminate and decrease price competition between brewers and bakers for ingredients like wheat and rye. So basically, wheat and rye were reserved for bread and baking, and it was not something that bakers had to compete on price against brewers for. So to protect that famous German bread. Now, the law has since been amended to allow yeast. It's interesting because nowadays some German brewers and even some German politicians argue against the Reinheitsgebot, saying that it slowed Germany's adoption of modern beer trends, like all of these microbrews that...
Interesting, huh? And how do you change that? Oof. It's almost 500 and a half years of tradition.
That are coming and popping up in the United States. So in 2015, German brewers did vote to allow some natural ingredients to be put in beer and for them to still be able to market it as a German beer. However, many brewers still follow the original rule from 1560. All right, 2 beers that I have never had before. A Berliner Weisse and a Schwarzbier.
Oh man, this one looked like a blue moon. Oh my goodness.
Black beer, or dark beer, basically. Let's see which is
Dark
better.
beer, man.
Berliner Weisse.
It looks like a blue moon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's like sour. Interesting. Doesn't really taste like beer. Oh yeah, it is. It's only 3% alcohol, so it's a mix. Okay, interesting. Schwarzbier. Kind of bittery. I would say I definitely like the taste of this more. I don't know how much I could drink of that. It does feel like it'd be pretty filling.
You will get drunk with this one quick.
But the taste of this Berliner here was a pretty big kick for me. Kind of fruity, soury. I'm gonna move this guy on. The Schwarzbier is the winner of this head-to-head. Another point that I think is important is sort of the culture surrounding drinking. So we all know it's world famous in the United States. The drinking age is 21. That's for beer, that's for hard liquor. It's 21. It's one of the higher ones in the world.
In Germany, the drinking age starts at 16. So when people are 16 years old, they can buy beer and I think wine. They cannot buy hard alcohol like spirits until they are 18. But at age 16, these high school age kids, they can go to the grocery store and they can buy beer. Overall, I would just say the approach towards alcohol is so much more casual here in Germany than it is in the States, which I do think is a good thing. In the States, alcohol can be pretty taboo, and a lot of times there's people who will go their whole life without drinking alcohol and have it kind of on this mysterious pedestal.
What are you talking about, man? These are the things that I'm like, what are you talking about? There's beer everywhere around here, and I think it's overwhelming. I mean, there's liquor store every 2 minutes over here, man. What are you talking about? Taboo? Nah, I never heard that. It's like people drink beer everywhere. Everywhere. The only thing that they cannot drink is outside, of course, but there's bars everywhere over here.
And then they'll get to college and they will immediately start abusing alcohol, compared to a German kid who's started getting introduced to having
But that's culture, man. That's different. That's different, folks. Because you can put the same law here in the United States, but culturally we crazy. So I don't think that's gonna change something, right? It's just culturally we kind of crazy. That's my point of view.
a beer at dinner at age 16, maybe with their family. Now, I also looked at the statistics of alcoholism in each country.
Now, let's quickly do another head-to-head taste test before we talk about the alcoholism.
All right, in this round, we've got two from Schwäbisch Hall's brewery. We've got their Radler, which is a beer lemonade mix, and then we've got their Hefeweizen. These are both kind of popular drinks, especially in the summer. Like when I would go to the beer garden, people are usually drinking one of these two. And let's taste.
That's basically the Coca-Cola of beers.
I mean, I do have to say that this tastes very good. The Radler tastes very, very good. It kind of tastes like a better version of the Berliner Weisse. Half beer, half lemonade, which helps it feel sweet. It's 2.5% alcohol, so it's not technically a beer, but it is an alcoholic drink. Now, the Hefeweizen.
There we go.
Damn good drink right there. So the taste on this is incredible. Rich, creamy. It almost got like a citrusy flavor. For you Americans, it's kind of got like a Blue Moon, but way, way better. But it's very filling, very heavy for me. So I can drink one of these, maybe 1.5, then you're full. Although I enjoy both of these, Hefeweizen is the winner of this round.
So does Germany have a higher rate of alcoholism because they have a much younger drinking age?
Now, it's not a huge difference, but Germany actually has a lower percentage of alcoholics than the United States does. So Germany comes in at 59th with 4.5% of adult males being alcoholics and 0.88% of adult females being alcoholics. The United States is about 1% higher in each category. It places at 46 in the world, and it's 5.48% of adult males and 1.92% of adult females. So a higher rate of alcoholism in the United States. Again, it's not substantial, it's not huge, but at least we can say that having a lower drinking age is not resulting in more alcoholism for Germany. So yeah, statistics kind of back it up a little bit. Dunkel from Erdinger. Dunkel is dark. So we've got this, another type of beer that I've never had. And then we've got another one from the Schwäbisch Hall Brewery. This is also a very common one from the Schwäbisch Hall Brewery.
It's interesting the design that they use, right? The colors and everything is very,
The Meistergold. Yeah, you can see the difference in color of these two beers. It's crazy. This is, these are both beers, but one is a dark and one is a much lighter. Let's see how they taste. That's quite good. That tastes a little bit to me like the Schwarzbier from the other round. Obviously, they're both darker beers. Taste similar. And I think this tastes better. Okay, now Schwäbisch Hall's Meistergold. This is the type that when we would have football games with the Unicorns, and we would get a bunch of crates of these on the bus for the away games, for the bus ride back, and the team would drink these. So, a lot of experience with these ones. Ooh, that's tough. Solid taste, and I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm so used to this, but I'm gonna...
That tongue is a little heavy, huh? That tongue is a little heavy. Look.
Solid taste, and I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm so used to this, but I'm gonna have to go with the Dunkel. It's just at least a little bit more novel for me, and it's more of an interesting taste, I would say. This feels more common. This feels more unique and interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
The Dunkel moves on.
Now,
This
something
one, that one was darker too.
to keep in mind in this video is I'm missing a major type of beer in this taste test called Kolsch, which is the
Kolsch.
traditional beer from Cologne. It's unique because
it's
it's served in
beautiful,
the
my
small
goodness.
0.2 liter glasses, and the servers continue to fill up your cup until you put a coaster over your glass to indicate that you are finished.
Oh,
I've had it before in Cologne, and it is a very solid beer, but sadly there was none available at the store in Schwäbisch Hall.
Two
Nice.
beers that I have never had. We've got this Zwickel Keller beer, cellar beer, basement beer right here. Never had this before. And then we've got this Helles from Bavaria. It's called the New Bavarian Lager. So a Helles lager. Gotta love these kind.
yep. Oh,
This
man,
one gets
that's
points
a
just for
ni-
having-
That is a nice bottle. That is a nice bottle, huh?
And that's a premium open right there. Both light beers. The Keller beer looks a little bit richer and creamier, I would say. So let's test them out. The Helles from Bayern. Ooh, wow. That is very strong beer. Very, very good tasting. Damn, that is good. That's rich. A lot of times with these really light Helleses, I don't know, it feels a little bit plain for me. But this feels like it has a next level of richness with the taste that you typically don't get with these super light beers. Meisel and Friends. New Bavarian Lager. Wow. All right, let's see what's going on with this Keller beer here, the Zwickel Keller beer. It's good. It is good. It's just not as good as this.
I was gonna
lager,
say it looks kind of average. That beer looks kind of average.
this Helles Lager. I think it's a clear winner right here. We're going with this. Moving on.
All right, guys, now championship round.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to compare the 5 beers that won their head-to-head competition and decide what my new favorite is.
So, we're doing it. The nice Schwäbisch Hall Hefeweizen. Got it right here. Nice
Hey
creamy
man,
flavor.
you know what? He has a very good German. He has a very good German. I'm learning German, and I can hear the accent. He's very good. He's very good.
Very strong. Very, very strong. Compare that to this Schwarzbier. Hefeweizen is better. We move it forward. Schwarzbier moves back. Now we got to test this Munich Helles. Better than the Schwarzbier, not as good as the Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen moves forward, Helles moves slightly back. Gosh, this is tough. This Dunkel dark beer. Ooh, that Dunkel goes into second place.
Oh,
Above the Helles, above the Schwarzbier. Not quite as tasty as the Hefeweizen, but quite good right there. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that Dunkel. Never had those before. Finally, this one really performed well in the first round. That New Bavarian Helles Lager. Let's see how we go. Gosh, that one really, it crushes it. Guys, that's our winner. That's our first place winner right there.
wow,
The
really?
New Bavarian Lager.
This one really, and that was one of the last ones he was trying, huh?
This Helles, this light beer right here. Wow. Very, very good. That's our first place winner. All right, guys, that is all for today.
Hey, shout out to the video, man. Let me just give him a like. Go, make sure you guys do the right thing. Give him a like. To Nalf. Nalf is his name, I think. Very good. He's a very good YouTuber. I like his content. Right, he's a very good guy. I like him. Well, I don't know him, but I like his content. Right. When did he did this video again? 12 days ago. Okay, good for him. Well, let me know what you guys think. I haven't tried these beers, so I have no idea. But with the way they look, you can have an idea how they're probably gonna taste. But I would love to taste some of these beer in the future. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.